Hello. Today's Friday, so I thought it would be the perfect time to start vlogging because it's actually not only is it the first Friday in June, but our cousin is getting married this weekend. She's getting married on Sunday, and it's going to be a really, really, really packed weekend with lots of family, lots of fun. Hopefully, it makes for really great memories. Today we have a sunset cruise that's leaving at 4:30. So we have a sunset cruise and dinner, and then tomorrow night on Saturday we have what do we have on Saturday? We have a barbecue, and then on Sunday is the actual wedding. And then there are lots of bits and pieces that are sprinkled throughout because Celine, my cousin, is staying with us. So that has been really, 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 really nice. We want to go to the beach tomorrow. We also want to get some doubles and aloe pie. I have a health fair sort of thing on Sunday. So it's a super packed weekend. I just got home. I'm going to grab something to eat really, really quickly. I'm having, I don't know, I think we have leftovers. So I'll have leftovers and I have to go pick up Ale from work. Then Selena's gonna come here, and then we're going up, just up a little bit to get some jello shots that we made last night, but our fridge couldn't hold all of it. So we are going to get those jello shots, grab my cousin at her house, and we're going to make our way down to town to the port, and on our way we'll collect my sister. So we're all carpooling together, but it's going to be a really nice weekend, and I'm really excited to see what happens. I'm a little bit paranoid because it was our first time making jello shots, and I think we may have done them a little too strong. We ended up making like 100 jello shots of 3 different flavors. I'm really excited to see how they turn out. Okay, so I'm going to eat really quickly because I just saw a message from my husband saying that they're almost back to work. So he's almost ready for a pickup. Let me show you what I'm having. I'm having curry. So I think I'm having curry, beef, potato chana, white rice, and some pumpkin. This is what we have left over. So because Ale is from Trinidad and Tobago, and we lived and studied in Trinidad and Tobago. We love this, and the girl who we get it from, she does them really, really, really well. To me, they sometimes taste better than some I've had in Trinidad. So we're going to dig in. I got one doubles, and one aloo pie.
I was greedy.
And what did you get?
I got 2 aloo pie and two
doubles. With slight pepper.
Yeah.
And then what you got?
I got 4 aloo pies with medium pepper.
No doubles?
No doubles.
Yeah. Slight pepper for us. Because we can't handle. You're hungry? Yeah. You wanna eat? And then I can unpack the groceries. I drank a lot of the sparkling water, so I'm not hungry. Yeah, because the painkiller licking.
He was miserable.
Hi. I was in pain.
I know, I'm just saying.
So, we're back, and what did we do? We went grocery shopping, and we also got food. So they're going to eat. I'm going to unpack groceries, and then I will eat too. And I'll show you what I got. We'll do a little bit of leftovers. Good morning. Today's Sunday. We came home really late last night. I don't think we got into, really late for us. I don't think we got into bed until after 1 minutes to 2. So we've had a pretty late start to the morning. Celine and Alia are still sleeping. Celine got home a little bit later than we did. I have my bush tea and I have a little finger roast. So I'm going to have as a morning snack before I start tackling some chores around the house, or rather continue. I already started tidying up the kitchen and my voice is gone. And I put a load of clothes on to wash. I have some cuttings of night blooming cactus that I want to plant out so I can start getting a nice full pot of that going. Yesterday was good. It was, I needed to chill later on in the afternoon because I started to feel a little bit sick. And then we got to the barbecue at around 8, and I started helping with the grill and the food, and then we started working on some favors. So I captured absolutely no footage last night, 0 footage. I completely forgot about about vlogging. So that's why we're there so late. Today, pretty packed again. I'm going to do some chores. I have the clothes going. I also need to just sweep and tidy in general. And then we have Bloom, which is like a wholesome women's wellness retreat expo, that sort of stuff. It's today. I've done it, I think, 2 years. I've done it for 2 years. I didn't do it last year, but I think I did it in the previous 2 years. So I'm really happy to be on board with them again today. I'm going to be doing a short presentation, but my issue is I was planning to attend both Bloom and the wedding. I was putting stuff in place, and it just didn't occur to me that they were both on the same date. It wasn't until I started putting my June calendar together that I realized. I don't know how it happened. So I've already let them know. And I'm going to be on the program. I'm going to be the first speaker on the program. So that's going to be at, I think, 12:20. And then I've already told them that I need to leave by 1. And then I'm going to come over here, start getting ready. Celine is going to drop me off at Bloom, and then she's going to come in as my +1 so she can look around for a little bit. And then Ella will come and pick me up and bring me back home so that we can start prepping and getting ready. But what I really want to do is I want to start doing everything, or rather doing as much as possible before I go, so that when I come back it's just to focus on getting ready. Just realizing that I need to wash my hair. I want to wash my hair, style my hair, paint my toes, put on some press-on nails, get my clothes ready. I want to do all of that before I go. And then once I leave, Ale will probably work on lunch. Even if we don't eat it today, because we still have a lot of leftovers in the fridge, even if we don't eat it today, we'll be able to eat it tomorrow for our lunch, so that we don't have to go and buy anything tomorrow. So yeah, that's the plan. Alrighty, so I'm really quickly going to be potting up my night blooming cactus cuttings. So I took these cuttings yesterday. So I have quite a few cuttings, and my idea is to pot them all together. So even this I'm going to try to pot. I did them so that the diagonal end was the one that goes down into the soil, so I could remember what direction the plant, no, don't run away, what direction the plant was growing in. So I'm going to pop all of these into this pot, and I'm hoping I'll get a nice big bushy, or rather full long plant. I have some regular potting mix, and then I have some very small stones, and then some sand at the bottom. I'm just going to mix all of that together. Usually I pot the night blooming cactus in the just a regular potting mix, but I'm going to try to see if they prefer it with lots of drainage. I have like quite a few succulents and cacti on the step, and then I have some further down, and then I think I have a few in the front as well. But what I'm trying to do now is I want to have a succulent and cactus garden display type of thing. So I am propagating each one of these so that I can increase the numbers that I have, so that when I'm ready to plant, I don't have to go and buy 5 of the same plant. I can buy 1 now, and just propagate from those. Okay, so this looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Or does it need a little bit more? While I'm doing this, I thought it would be nice to chat with you a little bit about why I've decided to start vlogging. I think it all comes down to there's so many moments I've had over the last few years, and I say, you know what, I wish I could go back and relive that. I wish I had somewhere where all of these memories were collected. I don't really post on social media as much as I used to, so all of my photos and videos, they're just living in my camera roll, and I do go back through my camera roll and relive that. Once in a while I will like blow up my status with a bunch of videos and photos. And then I thought, you know what, I really enjoy watching other people's vlogs, especially when they're just doing random things. I think one of my biggest issues with social media and posting regularly is it feels like you can fall into the trap of becoming performative. So am I doing these things because I genuinely love them, or because I want to create content for social media? So you're living your life to post on social media. I don't know if that makes sense. But those are questions I found myself having way back in the day when I was posting more consistently on like Instagram. So what I have decided to do is rather than making content that's focused on random stuff. I don't even know if that's the way to word it. So let me try again. So my content, I think, will be focused more on my daily life and task, basically a day in my life. But I also don't want it to become performative or become a hassle. I basically want to be able to take the camera along with me, and that's another reason why instead of getting a camera, I'm just using my phone, because I feel like a camera can kind of be a little bit inconvenient to whip out and to drag along, but you always have your phone with you, or most people always have their phones with them. So I thought that might be a good middle ground for now, and truly I want this content to be more for me. I'm not necessarily going to make it like the content private or the videos private, even though I do have some private videos on my YouTube currently. I don't think I'm going to make these private, but I'm not necessarily going to actively work on getting followers or anything like that. If they come, they come. If you like what you see, you can stay. But I think these are going to be a little bit more for me and for my family and for my friends if they want to follow along and look at that. So I don't even know if any of that was on camera, to be honest. I think I may have been potting it a little bit too high. So this is what I have. I have the night blooming cactus, and all of the cuttings are in here. So what I'll do is I'll go get some water and I'll water it down. Maybe I can try, popping on the finger. But the others that I don't use, because I will.
At the side, 2 vehicles that were pulled on the side of the road, blocking the entire road. They didn't pull across, no indicator, nothing. They just mashed right and snapped up to the front. So I slowed down, but I was driving at a comfortable speed. Car behind me apparently wasn't.
Do you think they damaged the car?
That ain't my concern.
No, I'm just
But
wondering.
it's possible because a low car hitting the sidewalk like that and going up on the sidewalk, you might end up damaging a control arm or a shock. So,
You can pause the video for me.
just
The video, can you pause it?
okay.
I wasn't able to find anything online that I like, but I figured that I could make something work with the vision that I have in my head. So let's see. We're gonna see what happens. I still have to do my nails. I have to shave, do my makeup, get dressed. So I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what we can do. I just know I want it to look cute. That's all I know is that I want it to be cute. So we just got back from the wedding. Are you recording? Am I recording? I am. So we just got back home from the wedding, which was really nice. I'm taking down my hair and looking forward to having all of these pearls out. It was a beautiful wedding. The reception and dancing was super nice. It was really good. Our house, however, looks like a tornado hit it, so we have to try to do a little bit of tidying up before we go to bed so we can have a head start on the morning. We may go to the gym, we may not. We may just go for a walk. It depends on how we feel when we get up, because we both have to work. And it's been a really long weekend, a long but good weekend. And I guess technically it's not over just yet because we're going to, or we're supposed to be going to dinner. The cousins, some of the cousins are supposed to be going to dinner tomorrow to get Indian food. So who knows? That feels really good. But with all of that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe if you would like to continue following along, and I will see you next time.